Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Mathematics and Magic. Today we'll discuss Introduction to Three-Dimensional Theory. In this part, we'll first discuss coordinate geometry. We have learned in class 9, 10 and 11 that coordinate geometry is a special kind of geometry where algebra and geometrical concepts are merged. Here we'll discuss coordinate geometry of 3 dimensions. Before going to the 3-dimension concept, let us first know what are the 2-dimensional geometry. 2-dimensional coordinate geometry is a special type of geometry which we will represent in xy plane. So this is your x-axis and y-axis, and both the axes always perpendicular to each other. The uses of coordinate geometry of 2-dimensional cases. It can be represented in 2 dimensions of a plane or xy plane. Point 2. Several geometrical figures like point, straight line, circle, parabola, then ellipse, then triangle, then quadrilateral, all can be shown or drawn in the 2-dimensional plane. It can be represented in the plain paper. So 2-dimensional figures you can draw or represent in a plain paper. Now, what is 3-dimensional geometry? 3-dimensional geometry is a kind of geometry which is actually deals with the coordinate geometry properties, and there are 3 axes and each axis is perpendicular to each other. Axis z, axis y and axis x. All these 3 axes actually it's look like this. This is the format of 3-dimensional geometry. 2-dimensional objects. This is your z axis, this one is your y axis, and this one is your x axis. You can see that all the 3 axes are perpendicular to each other. Mainly to show or to describe the solid figures like sphere, cone, cylinder, then cube, cuboid, we use 3-dimensional concept. All such figures which are created in the space. A sphere is created in the space, but a circle is created in the plain paper. Circle is 2-dimensional figure and sphere is a 3-dimensional figure. Coordinate axes in 3-dimensional space. Suppose this one is the regular used eraser that all of you have, one eraser, and we keep on using, or a matchbox or a pencil box or a book. Then we can assume that with each edge, these are the edge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the edges. So with all these edges, with each edge we can represent one axis. The edge that actually define height. These are the edges which are representing the height of this particular cuboid. Then it is z axis. Next one is the edge which is representing the horizontal line. It is y axis. Another axis which represent the breadth or the width of the cuboid, then it is represented by x-axis. So these are the 3 axes, and these 3 axes intersect each other, and then they intersect in such a way that they form 8 parts, and each part is known as octant. Okay, in this above figure, O is called the origin. This is the origin. X dash OX is called the x, and x called the axis of x or x-axis. Y dash OY is called the axis of y or y-axis. Z dash OZ is called the axis of z